Hello, everyone. Today will be episode 8 of my podcast, and today I'm gonna be talking about LeBron, Curry, and just everything that happened in the NBA. So stay with me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of this podcast. And like I said, today we're gonna start talking about all the great things that happened this week in the NBA. Uh, First topic I want to talk about is just fresh out the gate. We're gonna talk about LeBron James and his performance this past week against the Los Angeles Clippers. Bron pretty much showed how significant he was in that game. He scored 19 points in the fourth and 11 out of 12 of the Lakers' last couple of baskets. Bron just do it time and time again. Bron keeps showing everybody that he can still play this game at after like 21 years of playing in the league. So I'm pretty sure I have to bow down and apologize because I sometimes do tend to slander LeBron a little bit. Not really much on this podcast, but just like outside this podcast when I'm talking to friends and stuff because I'm more of a Jordan fan. But LeBron did ball out last night. He had 34 total points, and he pulled it off. The Lakers won by 4, but the one thing I want to keep in mind though, when you played against the Clippers, you played the Clippers without Paul George. I don't want to sound like I'm hating or whatever, but Paul George makes that much of a difference when you playing against a team like that. But LeBron did shine in that moment. LeBron did what he had to do, and I can't lie, I got to take my hat off to him. Moving on to the finals rematch. There was a finals rematch last week. The Nuggets and the Heat, they played each other. I believe that maybe the day after the Lakers. But Jamal Murray didn't play much that game. But the reason why the Nuggets won 97 to 103 was because of other players on the Nuggets contributing to the team. When you look at the stat line, you have Aaron Gordon with 16 points. You see Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with 18 points. Michael Porter Jr. scored 30. And Nikola Jokic only scored 18. And Jamal Murray, like I said, didn't play that much, only scored like 6. So with the Nuggets, when you look at the Nuggets, you see other aspects of the team stepping up. And that's what makes the Nuggets so good because you don't really need Jokic and Murray every night to perform and put over 30 points or over 30 and 10. And, it's just other guys on that team contributing. And that's why I feel like the Nuggets might have a chance at another championship this year is because of the team chemistry and also they have the same team from last year and they're just rolling and they just picking up where they left off. So the Nuggets do have great chemistry, like I said, and Nikola Jokic is honestly probably I would say just the centerpiece. He's just the guy that the team just bases itself around. He's the one that gets the most points or gets the most assists on any given night. He was tied for the most assists with Michael Porter Jr. that night with 11. So that team right there figured out what they need to do to win, and they're now 41 and 19. And I feel like that they can make another title run. Moving on, we are going to talk about one of the teams that is starting to spark a little bit in the second half of the season. We're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors. So the Golden State Warriors, they have won 3 games in a row. This whole week they've been winning. They beat the Wizards, they beat the Knicks, and they beat the Raptors. And this was after they lost to the Nuggets on Sunday. They won 3 in a row. I feel like they now, like I said last podcast, they know what kind of team they have. Like they know what players they need to get the ball to. And in their recent game, you see that players like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and other players. You said Chris Paul just now getting back. He had 13 points, and Kuminga had 24, and Moody had 17. And it takes a lot of weight off of guys like Curry and Clay when you can go to those reliable resources and you can get points out of them as well. So now they're figuring out how can they use the players, how can they contribute. And I feel like the Warriors now, they're going to go into the playoffs, and I feel like they might have the same run they had last year. If not, they might make it further than that, only because they're a rolling team right now, and I feel like nobody can stop them. Now, one thing I can say is that coming up, they do have a very competitive schedule. They tomorrow, which is Sunday, at the time of this recording, they have to play the Celtics. Then they have to play the Bucks, and then they got the Mavericks, the Lakers. They have a lot of teams that you're gonna see again, and I need to see how they adjust to them. And based off of how they play those teams, I feel like the Warriors can become one of the great teams this season. Moving on to one of the players that is actually a rising star in the league, I want to put my eye on Victor Wembanyama. Recently, Wembanyama made history playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He scored 25 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 threes. And they also won that game against the Thunder. But one thing I feel like Wembanyama needs to learn how to do is just learn how to know how to win. I feel like if you put him in position to do that, he can win on any given night. He has the skill set, he got the height, and he also has the athleticism. I just feel like he needs to have a better team environment. Sometimes you can see that his teammates never really like giving him the ball. Teammates want to have it for themselves. I feel like if he has a better team environment and he enhances that mental approach to actually winning a game, Victor Wembanyama will probably be one of the better players we see in the NBA. There's a lot of stuff a lot of big things that happen, but it's not really a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe, and I'm out.